My beautiful souls, welcome into a daily read. We're going to talk about Tuesday. I know I look exhausted. It's because I worked till 2:30 in the morning 2 days ago and then till midnight last night. So anyways, let's jump into the reading. We're going to use this Time Traveler's Oracle deck to pull one card for each quarter of the day, and then we'll further clarify and speak upon each quarter with, of course, some tarot. So pulling right from the middle, we're beginning with transformation for the first quarter, moving on to the second, happiness, okay? And then we have flow as well as love for the fourth. Now, before we speak upon them, further clarify, we have the Hanged Man, the Three of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Cups. I love this energy. So we're beginning the first quarter once again with transformation in the Hanged Man. It feels like a beginning to the day where you're being pushed to notice how much things are transforming. I want to say mainly within you, on a core level, on a soul level, personal level is what I'm hearing, but as well outside of you. Now, I do feel as if some of which onto the reading, like myself, are going to see spirit pushing you to, and experiencing spirit pushing you to notice, or maybe to remember, or a combination of both. When it comes to a situation that you are connected to, changing to your advantage moving forward after a certain point. It feels like for some that could be where you're living. It could be more so in regards to a work situation. It could be a business. It could be a connection or two. More so feeling like if that's the case, it's one in particular. But for example, it does feel like for me, it's going to be where I'm living. Wow, that timing. It's not outside noise per se, but it's, if you were watching one of my recent readings from yesterday, it's in regards to somebody staying very close to me on the same floor. And so I do feel as if, for me personally, it's going to be in regards to the transformation of who's staying here and the energy and whatnot and the noise factors. And so apply it to your situation or see how it plays out for you individually. But moving on to, I just heard the flow of life. The flow of life as I was being drawn to this imagery, and we do have flow for the third quarter. But the second quarter of the day, to get ready to wrap up the first half, we have the Three of Pentacles to clarify the happiness card. Are you feeling your happiest? I feel as if Spirit's saying whether you say yes or no, or even kind of go back and forth, you're not 100% happy. Why is that? Could be due to being tired, could be all that's on your plate, it could be, one if not multiple situations or areas of your life that feel imperfect, but you're being noticed in this quarter as someone who's happier at this point along their path. Does that make sense? And I feel as if this highlights and pushes you to remember certain important choices that you have made up until this point, rewinding back. You know what I'm saying? And it feels as if someone's pushing you to notice once and for all, you have made the right choices, okay? But as well, it's Spirit saying in the midst of being somebody that's meant to be noticed in certain important ways, what makes you the happiest? Because it's important that at this point along your path, you honor yourself to the furthest extent consistently by doing what makes you happy. I get that life has to entail, and you even choose at certain points to have these obligations and responsibilities and whatnot in situations that at times can strip away your happiness, but you know what works best for you. So choose happiness, okay? And I feel as if this quarter of the day, the second, once again, does as well speak upon us and being drawn to this building, doing what is going to, what you know best in order to honor your temple, okay, your body, because Spirit's saying that's going to make you happier. It's going to help you glow. And it's going to help whatever you end up having to or choose to apply yourself towards. Anyways, we're moving on to the third quarter where we have once again flow, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. So the third quarter of the day, as I struggle to speak of it, does speak upon the flow within your life and how that's bringing you evidential results. Beautiful. because it feels as if you need to be noticing how, as you, without even realizing it, without even meaning to at certain points, and other points meaning to, flowing with your life. I just heard the ebb and flow as well coming into play. And you just, again, seeing the results. I'm being drawn to, in the reflection of this big mirror on the door to this room, out the window of the back of a white car. I just heard we're not backing up. We're not backing up, but I also got the color white coming into play and the color orange. There is kind of an orange coloring in the flow card, and we can notice the color of my shirt, of course. Now, as the wheel churns in your individual favor, they're saying the number 14 is significant, as that is the number of this card. As the wheel churns in your individual favor, notice how you could be as well in certain ways flowing more so. Interesting, because it feels like maybe you have been concerned or worried about how something's going to pan out, if you made the right choice, if you're going to end up having this option or two, or if things are going to flow more so in your favor moving forward or in general. Breathe, breathe, my friend. Everything is going to pan out, and that just pushes you to be one with the flow that you know and are seeing evidence of which at this time in certain ways, in regards to it working in your favor. Sorry, as Spirit speaks through me and goes on these message rants, I get a bit lost. But as well, I feel like this part of the day does speak upon one, if not multiple, ships that are going to come in for you in the near future. Somebody has something significant that they're locking down for themselves in the month of October or November. But it feels like as well, there may be a focus on consumption at this point, as I was being drawn to a coffee cup, but it may be something else, a different substance. Now, we're shifting on to the last quarter of the day where we're speaking upon love and happiness, okay? So it feels like if we're to look, I know you can't see the cards laid out here, if we were to look at the first in the third quarter, aligning with each other, that speaks upon flow, transformation, and evidence, and even an adjustment in your perspective and mindset. But if we were to align the happiness, the Three of Pentacles, the Love card, and the Ten of Cups for the second and the fourth quarter, they definitely intertwine, speaking upon happiness, love, and attention. And choices, once again, is what I'm hearing. But it does feel like you are going to be pushed to realize or remember, or both, that you deserve the best of the best. This could be in regards to looking for someone to fall in love with. It could be in regards to, or the potential of which, it could be in regards to friends, family members. It could be even spiritual attention. Interesting. But yeah, it does feel like, again, these two are intertwined when it comes to those two quarters, and then these two, as I was just mentioning. But yeah, throughout this day, don't be surprised if in general, Spirit's asking you in certain different ways, are you happy? Are you your happiest? And what can we do to improve that? But it feels like the results that you're experiencing in certain different ways throughout this day feel very, I'm hearing invigorating, enlightening, and you're feeling appreciative, all right? And if you do feel like that appreciation, that gratitude drifts from your way of being at certain points, just check yourself, right? Step back into that gratitude and watch the abundance multiply for you. To pull one major card to wrap up this reading, we have the World card and the Two of Cups. Spirit wants two. This day as well highlights how your world is changing in so many different ways on different levels, and this is a beautiful thing. Look up the angel number 919, 919, and connect back to yourself if need be, or more so your higher self, and I want to say source as well if need be, and allow for things to pan out for you. Flow, my friend. Be the happiest version of yourself and watch the results come in. Watch the rewards, the abundance multiply for you. You deserve it all, okay? So if this was truly helpful, sending you so much love and light.